Thought I'd just do a quick one today, which is 5 top tips for success as a real estate agent. Look, a lot of the people that watch aren't real estate agents, but then again, I do get approached by a lot of people, to mentor them and help them within the industry. I'm more than happy to do so. And if anyone does want that help, please feel free to direct, personal message me after, this, or, at any stage. I'm available. I've caught up with many agents, not with my agency, obviously, but, in the surrounds or further out. I'm happy to do that at any stage. So, number one tip, that would be my number one tip. Find a mentor. Be it in your office, if you're in a large office or you've got someone that's been in the game a long time. Find someone that you like their style, respect, want to learn off. So, it could be out of your area, or well out of your office, well out of your area. Look, I've got a mentor at the moment. I won't mention him on here, but he's actually in Melbourne. He's one of the top agents in Australia, which I've taken a lot of learning of, and he's happy to share some tips with me. And look, I've even been able to give him a few over the last couple of years, because the Melbourne market's different to the Brisbane market. And you'll find that those people are willing to share and give, because you're not direct competition. So this guy's he writes phenomenal numbers, and really, really good agent, and the way he conducts his business. I got introduced to him some years ago through a mutual friend, and I just saw some similarities in the way that he runs his business, and his personality type is very similar to mine. So number one, find a mentor, and as I said, go far and wide. Look at the top 100 agents in Australia. Could be in Sydney, could be Melbourne, could be Perth, could be Tasmania. I don't know. Just do a little bit of research into it, and then give that person a reward, or show them that you really appreciate it. It might be a weekend away, it might be a travel voucher or something. But I'm sure that person will take it as a bit of a pat on the back that you're going to get information from them. And I would try and touch base with them every quarter, or twice a year or something like that, because it just makes you just keep up to pace with what's going on in their marketplace. And if this person's a high achiever, they'll be moving with the market. So number one, find a mentor. Number two, something I didn't do when I started out was attend as many training courses and conferences as you can. At the end of the day, you can only learn so much on the job. Look, and that's where you'll learn your main skills as a real estate agent. You'll really, hone your skills in day to day, in, day out, learning off your people in your office, or learning. But if you're going to these conferences, you'll learn so much. And if you go to a conference like AREC, which is the Australian Real Estate Conference, and take one thing, it's well worth the ticket, well worth the entry price. So you'll meet so many good people there networking. And, I've been to the last 5 ARECs, and I wish I went to the last, I've been doing this 16 years now, so I didn't really do much education, or self-training as far as external training goes in my first part of my career. So definitely do that. Go along to these conferences. If you go along to them, you'll see all the top agents in the country, the REB, which is the Real Estate Awards, that award the top, selling agents in Australia. You'll see most of the top agents in the front row at the conference. It's an old cliche that we say, that's why. Look, it's like a sport. You don't see the Australian cricket team, just get to the Australian cricket team and then stop going to the nets. So, that's probably the biggest likelihood I can say. Like, I've always called real estate a sport to the people that watch this a lot. It's like a sport. So, Steve Smith or, the Australian cricketers, they don't get to play for Australia and then stop training and just, go, okay, we'll just rock up and play India or play the Ashes, that's on at the end of the year. They'll keep training. So they keep reinventing themselves. And this game is changing. Real estate's different now than it was last year, than flat out 5 or 10 years ago. So you've got to keep training. And that's why those people are at the top of their game, and why some of them are making massive amounts of money and are very successful, and passing that on to their clients as well, those skills that they're learning. So attend those conferences and do as much training. A good friend of mine, or has become a relatively good friend of mine through the training, is Tom Panos. So I'd be subscribing to the Real Estate Gym and subscribing to Tom and watching his rants on Sunday nights. Great guy, and really down to earth and tells it how it is. Number 3, get healthy. Okay, health is more than wealth. There's so many people that, focus so much time on their wealth, nothing on their health. What happens then? When they get older, they haven't taken care of themselves, they spend all their wealth trying to get their health back. So make sure you have a daily training schedule. I'd at least try and train once a day. I train once a day with Sam. We do at least one thing a day, even on a Saturday and Sunday. This morning was a walk/hike. So try and do something every day. Keep your mind active. It keeps you alert. And I find, look, in our game too, if you are overweight, you're going to struggle for energy. You might be good in the morning. In the afternoon, you're going to really struggle and to push through those, real estate hours are really late. You might be working till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And if you are overweight, you'll just want to go home and eat a donut or something. So, look, I would really look after your health. That is the number 3 thing that I would look out for. Number 4, fourth tip, market yourself correctly. Be authentic, be who you are. The other thing too would be I'd invest a large amount of your income, be it, look, when you're starting, 10%. Call it 5 to 10% of your income to market yourself, be that, whether it's, internet advertising, social media marketing, bus stops, sponsorships, get behind the community. Don't just take the commission out of the community, get behind the community, sponsor the school, kindergarten, whatever it is, you can think whatever it is, use that time, use that money to reinvest in yourself and obviously help others out as well. I think it's a big believer, and I think, that there's not enough people do it these days. There's a lot of these young agents I see coming through, complain about, being on the phone too much and, not getting anywhere. Well, you're only going to be as good as your profile gets, and you're only going to be as good as your last sale. So, yes, you sell a house, but you move on to the next one as well, and you've got those other clients to look after. But to get yourself out there, to get that name, you need to invest in yourself, and it's only going to help your clients as well. I get a lot of people that ring me looking for houses in Paddington and Barden. So does that help my clients? Of course it does, because if I'm taking bus stops or banners on realestate.com, which cost a fair amount a month, they're getting a really good benefit of that as well. When buyers register, the buyer registers. That could be the buyer that wants to buy their house. So, guys and girls, 5 or 10%, 5 or 10% of your income. You're not going to notice it that much. Invest in yourself and your self-promotion. Number 5, guys, last one, I'll leave you with this one. Always act with integrity. Lose a sale, lose a listing. Money doesn't matter, never lose your name. So just as far as your career goes, act with integrity. You're representing the seller. You've got to onus of duty with the buyers. Make sure you treat everyone with respect. Karma is a wonderful thing in this game. It always comes back. If you miss a listing, wish the person the best of luck. Move on. You might get their next sale. It happens to me all the time. If you've missed a listing, well, next time they go to sell, you might get it because that other agent may have not told them the right method of sale or the truth. So, act with integrity, and you'll always find that business will come back to you eventually. And, look, you can really take, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30, 50 years in the game to build up your reputation, and you can lose it in an instance. So you can, and that's with regards to most things in life. So guys, there's 5 tips. I'll go over them again. Number 1, find a mentor. Try and do that sooner rather than later. Maybe even set it as a goal for the rest of the year. 2, attend as many training conferences as you can. Subscribe to the Real Estate Gym. I'd highly recommend it. 3, get healthy. Healthy body, healthy mind, diet and exercise. So yeah, I forgot to mention that too. Make sure you're eating really healthy. 4, market yourself correctly. Spend 5 to 10% on self-promotion. It'll pay dividends in the end. 5, always act with integrity and be honest, true to yourself, true to your clients. Guys, I hope you've really enjoyed that, agents. Please feel free to send me a message or send me an email and get in touch if you need any further clarity around that. I hope you really got a lot out of it.